So I'm going to talk a little bit today about online dating, and my experience of online dating happened when my colleague at work, who'd met her current boyfriend on the internet, she was like, you know, like kind of when you get Jehovah's Witnesses or Mormons that come round to the door and are like, I've got this amazing thing that you must know about, and you were like, oh really? And that's kind of what she was like and what I was like. I was standoffish, she was really enthusiastic, and I was like, it's really not for me, no thanks. So she waited till I was out of the office and then she signed me up. And she signed me up to OkCupid. OkCupid works, in case you don't know, by taking a series of, you have to answer a series of match questions. And the match questions are kind of dumb because they are set by other OkCupid users, and so you get things like, really insightfully, have you ever written anything on a toilet wall? Which obviously is the pinnacle of what you're looking for when you want to date someone, isn't it? You know, you're like, this guy does random graffiti, we'll have him. I can stop looking now, it's all good. So once you've answered these questions, it matches you up with other people that have answered the questions in a similar way to you, and then you get a match percentage. And if you particularly like anyone, you can star them, and so you give them 4 or 5 stars, and it'll tell them that you like them. And if they like you as well, you get a match, and it's like, you're right, I like you, you know, such and such likes you, you like each other. You must now run off into the sunset and marry. So I had a go at this. I was like, okay, you know, I'm at work, on a break, I'm bored. So I looked at the profile, I looked at my matches, and I'm just going to say this to you. I don't do the whole kind of hipster beard thing that people seem to be doing at the moment. And I'm not going to lie, and this is not a lie at all, the first 3 pages, every single guy, bar one, had a beard. Every single guy. And they were either accompanied by the hipster moustache, or they were like huge, humongous things. I mean, one guy, it looked like it actually might engulf his face. Like his entire face with a beard. So I'm going to put this out there. Why do guys think that beards are so wonderful? Why is it so much of a thing? Is it that you're really ugly and you just want to cover your entire face up so no one can see you? Or is it that you just think it's some kind of trendy fashion statement that makes you look edgy and different? Because believe me, you do not look different. You look like everybody else. You know, if there was a game of, it is like a giant game of Guess Who. If you were playing OkCupid as a giant game of Guess Who, it would be like, you'd be sitting there with all your cards out, all your little flipper cards, and the person would say, well, has he got a beard? And you have to say, all of them have got bloody beards, so it could be any of them. What you want to answer, what you want to ask is, has he not got a beard? And if the answer was, has he not got a beard, you'd be like, oh yeah, that's that one guy. The one guy who doesn't have a beard. So that would narrow it down. You know, anyway, so this guy, I saw him, I thought, actually, you haven't got a beard, and you're actually my type. He was like a creative kind of writer, liked bands, band t-shirt, that kind of thing. Basically, I don't know, well, he was fine. Anyway, he seemed nice. And I wasn't serious about this thing anyway. So my colleagues were like looking at it, and this other guy was like, really? That guy looks like he could work in Hollister. And he looked nothing like he could work in Hollister, believe me. And I don't know how my colleague would know that, because Hollister is so dark, you need a torch to go in there anyway. So basically, it didn't do anything. I did some stars. Well, what's the worst that could happen? And it was quite good because he'd starred me as well. So I was like, this could be good actually. Didn't do anything for a while, but every morning on my phone. I used to get the matches of the day, and this guy was up there. So basically the computer was telling me, you have to be with this guy, you have to message this guy. So I was like, okay, fine. So I messaged this guy, and we'll call him Greg, because I'm not going to say what he was called on there, because it's YouTube and, you know, I don't want to get sued. So we'll call him Greg. And I message him, and he just doesn't respond. I'm like, what? It actually is like kind of dating Father Christmas, because you've got a website with people full of beards, or you get the person that you write letters to and they don't respond. It's like Father Christmas for adults. It's really weird. And then this guy, he puts on his profile that he doesn't respond. So it's like, why are you here? What are you doing? I don't know though, maybe he just likes uploading pictures of himself to the internet so that people can stare at him all day. Who knows? So after that, I was kind of miffed, because I actually like that guy, which I didn't expect to find at all. So I thought, well, it's not working here, I will move on. So I deleted my profile from OkCupid, and I tried the Tinder app. Now, Tinder, as pretty much everyone knows, you get your name, your age, and you get a couple of pictures from Facebook. And you swipe, I think, right if you like them and left if you don't. I think that's right. Anyway, and it's kind of showing you the people in this certain area, and once you've kind of swiped all through the beards, of which there are many, again, you know, it's showing me people I used to go to school with. It's showing me people I used to go to school with who are not yet married and do not have any children. And so this pool of fish is getting kind of limited. And I'm like, oh my god, now here is where the desperation, you can smell the desperation, because you're like, oh my god, you basically are saying, I do not want to die alone, this is my only option. So I thought, this is creepy and weird, so I got off of Tinder. I deleted that. So as a last resort, and because we thought it was funny, my friend and I uploaded a picture each to Beautiful People. And Beautiful People is basically, does exactly what it says on the tin. It's for beautiful people to date each other. But you have, I think, 48 hours for them to rate your picture. Existing members rate your picture and you get voted in or you get voted out. I think you might have to pay for it at some point, I'm not sure. Anyway, so the irony of it is, when you actually get on Beautiful People and you can look at the other beautiful people, they are all ugly. They really are. And I know I am shallow, because if you cannot find someone on Beautiful People that is worth dating, then you may as well stop. I mean, which is exactly what I did. And okay, I didn't get as far as talking to somebody and inviting them out for coffee or a drink and kind of thinking, am I going to make it to the end of the week? Is this guy going to kill me? So, you know, those are my experiences. But it's just so odd. I mean, it's not, I know I'm shallow, but at least I'm not like some of the people who kind of have these pictures where they're dressed as Superman. And I'm thinking, I don't want to see a picture of you dressed like Superman. That is not going to do it for me. Why do you think that? I don't think it would do it for anybody. Or they have pictures of them and all their friends. And it's like, all your friends aren't on this dating website. It's just you. Why are they there? You know, do they even know you've got that picture of them up on here? And the other one, although some of them will actually have a list of people, kind of like a shopping list when you're going to Tesco's, of kind of, you know, people they don't want to contact them. And I might be shallow, but at least I didn't do that. So that's my experience of that. And to be honest, I don't think I'd do it again. But if you've had better experiences or different experiences, or you just want to tell me about your experiences, then feel free to use the comment box below.